This song is only in Persona 5 Royal.
You know, Persona is my jam. You know, Persona is my
Hear it.
People come and they go. Some people may stay with you though.
What's going on, people, and welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Mr. Midas. Now, you could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you are with me, and I appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, wagwan to you. Now, I got lost the other day playing Final Fantasy VII OG. Yes, I was putting hours into the game, and I was so indulged in the music. Like, I was engrossed. It was grabbing me. It was in my chest, my G's. Like, it was there. And I love video game music. It gives me so much amusement. It gives me so much joy, so much pleasure. Look, I've even got a playlist on my iPhone that's just video game music. That's how much I'm into it. So I thought I'd put a video together with the best ever video game music out there. Now, couldn't do this on my own, so I had to bring in a friend. Yes, the one and only, the dancing gamer, aka Static. You know them man, they're always dancing to them anime game there. So we're gonna collate a list for you of the 5 best video game musics ever. So let's get into this. So like I said, we are finding the top 5 best video game music, and I had to bring the one and only Static, the dancing gamer, in the building with me today. Now, Static, this has been very, very difficult. It's been hard, my G. Now, I'm going to give you a disclaimer, right, about my list, yeah? When I watch your videos, you're hype, you're amp, you're going crazy to them anime, you get me? So I had to bring a list that was hype. I couldn't bring anything that was too emotional. So there's songs that I like that are super emotional, but I left them to decide.
Okay.
Now, to the peoples, just going to let you know the rules, all right? So me and Static have both got 5 games, all right? Now we need to collate these 10 games into a list of 5. So 5 songs I have to get dashed out the window because they're not good enough. Now, it's going to be a difficult one, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be hype. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to start first because obviously it's me, Mr. Midas. I'm starting first, and I am going to bring you back to a classic. So we're talking the fastest man in the world, no Usain Bolt. We're talking a man who's all about those rings, all about those Benjamins. We're talking a man who is all about that blue flame. Let me give you my first song. I'm going to throw it into the chat. Hope you are ready. All right, let's go.
Okay. Oh, damn! Chemical blood! Hey! Hey, don't get man gas. Don't get man gas. Woo! Don't get man gas.
I hear the drop now. Hear the drop.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Don't play about watch.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Hit a breakdown.
Oh, man's like it's killing it.
So yes, that is my first one.
Okay.
Sonic 2 Chemical Plant. Tell me what you're thinking about my first pick.
You know what, yeah? Your first pick took me back to some dope memories, yeah? Like, I literally remember playing, like, every time I play a Sonic game, there has to be Chemical Plant in there, yeah? And it's always got to be stage 2, there has to be that one, or stage 3. But when you get to that stage, yeah, the way that music vibes, okay? Sometimes, yeah, when I'm playing the game, I just literally put Sonic in a safe place when I was younger. I just put the music on, I was just chill like this to the music. And it gets to a point where my friends get so annoyed at me.
Do you know what, right? I'm gonna make a big ass statement, yeah. I'm a Sony guy, I'm a Nintendo kid, like I love those platforms, but I don't think any of those platforms has better music than Sonic. Like I think Sonic, I don't think there's any Mario game, and people are gonna get mad at me, but I don't think there's any single Mario game that has better music than Sonic 2.
Listen here, when I was trying to make this list, yeah, I went through this song, I went through Starlight Zone song, I went through the Casino one. I was like, what? I went through Emerald Hill. I was like, nah, you know what? Yeah, I got a feeling Midas is gonna take you old school with one of these ones, yeah. Okay, so me, just like any battle, any duelist, I'm gonna counter your offer right now. Okay, you think you're gonna come up with the Sonic bangers?
Yeah,
I've got one for you right now. So, we're gonna take your Sonic 2 and we're gonna remix it with another Sonic 2. Okay, but then we're gonna have the greatest intro to all Sonic music ever out there. Okay, so he is running fast, but this time, okay, when this song hits you, you're gonna know why he's running. You're gonna feel it. Remember this. Hold on.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on.
You know this intro.
Only one way to find out. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my pain instead. Trusting in what you can see.
Hold on.
Take my lead, I'll set you
Now, of course.
free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the sea. I'll make it through. Follow me.
One.
Man walked out the building. Man walked
One.
out the building. Do you know what? Yeah, that's a big tune. And you know why I know why you love it so much? It just sounds like an anime theme tune. If you think about it, it just sounds like an anime theme tune.
You know what? Yeah, it's for me. It's not even that. Okay, for me, the reason I love it so much, yeah, is because it brings back memories when I never had a memory card for Dreamcast. Okay, like when I was younger, yeah, I literally got the Dreamcast and I didn't know that I need a memory card because usually I was like the kind of person that when you have games, I didn't know about memory cards back then. So every time I had to restart Sonic from the beginning and play all the levels through, and then when I finished, turn it off, then restart it back all the way to the stop. So this song became my favorite song because the first level I always have to keep replaying. So that's a banger. That's a banger right there.
It's a big song. The thing is, I don't think it's as iconic as Chemical Plant 2. I think it's a sick song, but I think Chemical Plant 2 is much more iconic. But
okay,
don't worry, we're not going to vote yet. We're going to go through the 10 songs and then we'll vote. Well, it seems like there's definitely going to be a Sonic game in there, which is mad because I'm not even a Sonic guy like that. All right, so my next pick. Oh, I forgot to say we're only allowed one music per franchise. All right, one music per franchise, which makes it difficult. So we can't have two Sonic games in there, Sonic songs in there, even if we wanted to. Now, this is a franchise that is beloved by me. So I knew I was going to draw something from this franchise. We're talking one of the biggest JRPGs in the world. We are talking Hype Mode. But I'm going to surprise people because everyone knows that I love Final Fantasy VII. Everyone knows I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. Everyone knows I love Final Fantasy X. Everyone knows I'm a Final Fantasy freak, but I haven't chosen a song from any of those Final Fantasies. I've chose one from a different. Feel it, hear it.
Hey, that background. Woo!
Take it. stop it there. Stop it there.
Okay.
Stop it
Hold
there.
up.
Now, that is from Final Fantasy 15, Stand Your Ground. Now, Final Fantasy 15 is a game that has had bare controversy, but it's got some really good songs. And it was really hard because when I was trying to decide from what game from Final Fantasy I was going to choose, I kept on going to Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake's got some tracks, but I don't know what it is about Stand My Ground. It just kind of grabs me. And I like music that grabs you from the jump.
Yeah.
Not that you have to wait for it to get there. And I just feel like it just grabs your neck from the jump. So yeah, that's my pick number 2. So what is your counteraction, my G?
Okay. Well, I don't have any Final Fantasy. Okay, as you should know, I'm very new to the Final Fantasy franchise. My first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 15, so I'm very new to that. So I ain't got no epic songs. But what I do have, okay, is a classic that is just it's beloved by all. Okay, and let me quickly grab this right now. The first game of this game, okay, was crazy. Okay, the game was a scroll along, beat 'em up. The first game was sick, but when they brought out number 2, and they brought certain dons into this game, okay, the stage music alone was just killing, man. Especially when you had a certain character that used
Man's
to roll
gonna drop
around on
out
rollerblades.
Streets of Rage on me, fam.
I say not yet.
I drop that link. Drop that
Okay,
link.
I'm gonna drop that link. Let me quickly find it. Hold up. Wait a minute. You can see. Hey, he's scoring for the game. He's got a vibe, but he's still breaking back to the tables. Hey.
It's got that little Scar vibe to it, innit?
Yeah. And then what makes it great is that as you walk into the level, you hit there, no. Alright. Yeah, but this level, here it fit. But this music was before its time, bro. Hey. Give the old school move. Hey.
Man's in the vocal, you know.
Vocal for the retro. Hey.
I'm definitely vibing on that. So yeah, I think so far we got quite a strong list. This is going to be difficult because we've already got 4 very strong contenders. Now for my next song, I am going to another game franchise that I love, that everyone who knows me knows how much I love it. And I had to draw a song from this franchise. But this is weird because I've been playing The Legend of Zelda from I was a little man. I've played every type of Zelda game that there is. But there's a cross genre of Zelda games that I don't even really love. They don't connect with me. And that's the ones on the 3DS. Like, I didn't like using the stylus to play as Link. Just didn't connect with me. But you see this song, fam. This is one of the hardest Zelda songs ever. And I don't even like the game. But the song's so sick, it makes me play the game. That's how hard this song is.
That's how gangster the song is.
That's how gangster the song is. Click the link.
Okay. Ooh, that build up though.
Man's blowing the flues, blood.
Man's coming out with a flute magic. Hey, okay.
So that is The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, Realm overworld. So like I said, I'm not even crazy about that game. And there's so many Zelda songs that I could have chose, but I don't know what it is about them flutes, fam. They just make man feel vitalized. They're like man's just drank some Orangina or just nyam a jerk chicken or something, like making man ready to go and do, you hear me?
Okay. Well, as you dropped to Zelda, being that Zelda Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, Jer. I mean, that game has got me so addicted when I was younger. I zoned in. At one point, I think you knew already, we had like another conversation about this time ago, but I told you that at one point I forgot to eat because I was so involved in this Zelda game. Now, I'm going to counter your Zelda with my Zelda, okay? I was going to say my Link, okay?
Let's just say Ocarina of Time, best Zelda game ever made. Simple.
Yes.
Let's see what tune you chose.
Hit it.
Bad went there.
Hit it. In the background.
Yeah. This is Ganondorf's end, you know?
Yes. Hold on.
It's where he grew, fam.
This song is just a killer.
When you hear the music and you see them, you knew they were the black people of Ocarina of Time, fam.
Yes, but that was the crew. That's why you think
that was the end.
And the funny thing is, you knew the black people of the game, yeah? Because you couldn't even challenge them. When they see you, it's on top. Straight.
You got me.
Yeah.
I 100% was gonna pick that tune as well, and I was fighting between that and Spirit Tracks. So
you know what?
I'm 100% with you on that one. 100% with you.
No.
Actually, listening back to it, it might actually even kill Spirit Tracks.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing, I was gonna pick another one. I was gonna pick I think it was called Overtime, or basically the main theme. I was gonna pick that, but I thought, nah, you know what? Yeah, if you go for Zelda track, you're gonna pick something. I'd rather pick the same one as you, or not pick anything else, because I knew you was gonna pick a gully Zelda one. I knew you weren't gonna go with like an original one. He's gonna come out the blue with something no one's heard before.
I was literally gonna do the Gerudo, fam, and I changed my mind last night. So yeah, that's definitely. We ain't even gone through the 5, but that's definitely gonna be on the list. Like I'm already stating that's gonna be on the list. But for my next song, we're gonna go a bit more modern. All right, this is probably the most modern song that I've chose, even though Final Fantasy 15 isn't really old, but a much more modern. Now, this franchise has been taking over the world, not only as video games, it's a book, it's a Netflix series. You can throw a coin to this person and vibe on it. Start it, click the link.
Okay.
Build it. Build it.
Okay.
Build it.
Okay.
We're still building.
The layers.
Oh, you thought we were done? You thought we were done? Let's get some more in there. We're going on a wild hunt, my G's.
Hey, the flute.
And It's almost got that Gerudo feel underneath as well.
Exactly like
Switch it back now. Break.
Okay, we're taking a break.
This is when you're doing the break, fam. You're doing your
cool-down
break,
part.
you get me?
Okay.
So we'll stop that there. That is Cloak and Dagger from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, I don't talk about The Witcher very often, but The Witcher is like one of my favorite RPGs. It's actually my favorite Western RPGs because most of the RPGs I play are JRPGs, and The Witcher's got so much great music, and it's not something people really talk about. And the best thing about game music is when you can listen to music over and over again for hours and you're just rocking. It's like something like The Sims or Animal Crossing. The Sims and Animal Crossing are very good at having music that you listen to for hours and hours and hours, and you're always rocking with it. It never becomes repetitive. And I think that's what The Witcher does really well. So that's what I present to you, my G.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to present is that I'm going to hit it back old school again. So as you just touched on the fact of you can hear music over and over again and not be bored. Listen, if you're a true beat 'em up fan, okay, and you play this certain game, you will hear this level constantly because it's iconic. It's going to blow your mind. It was when two franchises come together in an epic showdown. Okay, we all know what we're talking about. Okay, so let me get the link.
Get that link.
Ready. Let's put it. Ready. Give it color. Down here. The piano.
Skanking.
Down here with the piano. Too much beats. Too much instruments.
All right. You went in.
Had to go in with that. Listen.
You went in.
And that is the song I told you I found this morning when I was literally playing it on my phone. I was like, why didn't I pick this? So
that's Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yep. I think it's called The Clock Tower.
Yeah. That is a move. Now, my last song, I've been going back and forth between two songs, back and forth. And it's been so hard because one of them I'm just like, is a classic, iconic one, but the other one just vibes with me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an honorable mention. Yeah, we're not gonna do them for too long. We're just gonna do a quick honorable mention. So this is my honorable mention. We both love the Persona franchise like crazy. The Persona franchise has got some amazing songs, but this song is only in Persona 5 Royal, so it's not in vanilla Persona, and I don't know what it is about this song, but it just rocks with me. So this is my honorable mention, so we'll just do a quick play of it. Tell me when you're ready.
You know Persona is my jam. Persona is my okay, you're trying to come here now. Yeah, okay, hold up.
It's just a mellow vibe. Hear it.
People come and they go. Some people may stay with you though. I am all alone tonight, and I can't understand.
But that's it. That's my honorable mention. We have to stop it.
Okay, let me
It
stop
was
that.
so
Let me
difficult
sit
not
back
to
down.
choose.
Stop it.
It was
do that
so
again.
difficult not to choose that song. It was so difficult not to choose that song. I wanted to choose it so much, but I've chose something else as my last. Give me your honorable mention before we do our last songs.
Okay, this is my honorable mention. Yeah, it's not even a slow one. That's the wickedest thing. Go back. Jet Grind Radio.
So we got some Jet Set Radio. You're
Nah.
proper on the Dreamcast, you know. I like it. Dreamcast is
that's
sick console. Sick console. Very
that's
underrated. All right.
Exactly.
So this is my last song, my last entry for the best ever. Now, I was fighting between this and the Persona 1, but I had to come back to this because this is part of my history. I remember being a little man going with my cousin to the arcade. I say the arcade, it was a kebab shop, my G. We went to the
same
kebab
here.
shop.
Yes.
You get me?
Yes.
And
yes,
all you
bro.
hear is, "Eh," and you hear bare loud noise coming out of this arcade. And this wasn't even my favorite character, but this was his favorite character. And every time he clicked and played this character, it resonated with me. And this is why this is my last entry for best ever gaming music ever. You know it was happening. Hadouken! Hadouken! Woo! His blood is flying. Say Fergie. Say Fergie. Great out. You can see Ken run around in the Porsche van or the Lambo. So that is my last entry. That is the Ken stage from the OG Street Fighter 2. Some of you might not even know where Street Fighter started. Started in Street Fighter 1. No one knew about that game. It was Dega Dega. And then Street Fighter 2 came and it was the most amazing thing. And Ken and Ryu were the lead characters and their stages were iconic. There's bare iconic stages on there. Chun-Li stage is iconic. Gaio's stage is iconic. E-Honda's.
Honda, yeah.
Dalsim with the elephants. But there was just something about Ken's stage that bangs. And like I said, I don't even play as Ken. Like I play as Ryu. Ryu has always been my number one.
Yeah,
but that stage is mad. So Static, what is your last entry for me today?
Okay, so my last entry. Okay, now you know I've got to save the best for last. Okay, now if you know me, you know I'm the anime guy. Okay, and you know there's certain game that I love to play. The game that got me and you started talking in the first place. Okay, so you know I'm gonna have to take it to that universe where the mask has to come out and a persona has to appear behind you. You know I've got to take it there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you. This is the best video game music of all times. Don't get mad. Yes.
It's not a game, I'm not a
Persona 5. Now, do you know what? I found it so hard to choose a Persona song, and that's why I didn't, because I was just like, should I choose this Persona song or that one or that one or that one? But yeah, that is a major, major song. All right, so here comes the difficult stage. Now, we can't spend too long on this, but this is where it becomes hard because we have to collate those great 10 songs down to the best 5s. Now, immediately, I will say that I definitely think we should have Gerudo Village from Ocarina of Time. Like, the song's just iconic. It just works. So are we both in agreement that Gerudo is a definite song in there?
Yeah, cool. I lost my green screen, by the way.
That's cool, man. That's the hype. It's real.
I dashed it. You see,
it's the Persona. It took you to that level, fam.
Cool. So we're taking the Zelda stage. What's the next one?
So is there something from your list that you really love that you want to put forward and say this is something that you really think needs to be in our top 5?
Yes, the Persona 5.
The Persona 5.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you, fam. We was breaking it down. Like, I love Persona as much as you, and I couldn't be the gamer I am today without having a Persona song in there. So we're gonna put the Persona 5, and then we've got Zelda, Gerudo level. Now I'm gonna bring it 100, fam. We have to have Chemical Plant in there.
Yeah,
yeah, like that.
Yeah,
like the Sonic song you got is sick, but Chemical Plant is just so iconic. Chemical Plant is so iconic that even some people who don't play games to today know that. You'll play that and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's Sonic. Like, they just know that it's super iconic.
Yeah,
so
that's like every Sonic game since it came out.
Yeah, so that's just iconic. So we have to have that. So this is where it gets a bit difficult now. This is where we still wield it out. So we've still got Final Fantasy 15. We've still got Cloak and Dagger. We've still got Street Fighter 2's Ken. We've still got Marvel vs. Capcom. And we've still got Streets of Rage. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 between Ken and the Marvel versus Capcom OST. Clock Tower. What are you leaning more towards?
See, Ken is a classic. Okay, I think Ken is a classic because everyone has played Street Fighter. Like, if you ask people what fighting game you've played, and you're old school, even the new school, you played Street Fighter. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Marvel vs. Capcom, it's only a certain veterans that have played that. Not everyone's played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I know that for a fact. So I think just for the fact that Ken is the original and everyone's played it, I think we should put their Street Fighter in there.
All right, cool. So now we're getting to the weeds. I can't believe how quick we're getting through this. So we've got Persona 5, we got Gerudo in Legend of Zelda, we got Sonic 2's Chemical Plant, we've got the Ken stage. But
so there's one more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going through it. So now we have to decide out of Final Fantasy 15, like that iconic thing, the Cloak and Dagger from The Witcher, which is just, for me, is just incredible, or Streets of Rage 2's In the Bar. What are you thinking? What like, we don't have to decide straight away, but what's your gut telling you?
Compare all three of them. Out of all three, it has to be, well, the two top so far in music wise, which is like beyond anything. I would say the Final Fantasy and Witcher. I
was thinking exactly the same thing, because obviously Streets of Rage is iconic, but that Final Fantasy, the way it grabs you, but the way the Witcher one grabs you as well, and the Witcher one's surprising. Like, you don't even think it's gonna be that hard, and it really travels. It sneaks up on you, but I don't know, man. Just that Final Fantasy theme is just, it's just something different, fam. Do you know what? Let's listen to 10 seconds of each.
A few moments later.
That first 15-second is mad.
Nah, it's decided, bruv.
You say, man, I don't even need
decided.
to listen to The Witcher.
Nah, man. But
Yeah.
that first 15 seconds, bruv, just did
It's
it for me,
mad.
bruv.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? I'm sitting here right now thinking to myself, yeah, did I ever have the game Final Fantasy 15? I'm literally looking at see, I knew I had it, yeah. Yeah, it gave me back memories, yeah. Just that first 15 seconds, fam.
Cool. So our list is we're starting with Persona 5. We've got the Gerudo Temple from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We've got Chemical Plant from Sonic 2. We've got Ken Stage from the original Street Fighter 2. We're not talking about the Street Fighter 5 remix of it. And we are going with Final Fantasy 15's Stand Your Ground, which is the theme tune that comes in thing. So yeah, we got there in the end, and I couldn't get there with anyone but the Dancing Gamer. Dancing Gamer, thank you so much for joining me. I couldn't have done this without you. I super appreciate it. Make sure you go and check out the Dancing Gamer. Go and subscribe to his YouTube. All of his details are there. Follow him on all the social medias. Thank you so much for staying to the end. But now it's that real time. Do you agree with our list? I need you to let me know in the comments 2 things. 1, if you agree to our list, and I want to know your 5 favorite video game music. So I need a list of you 5, and it can only be 1 game per genre. So don't try to give me 5 Persona songs. Matt, I'm talking to you. Or don't try to give me 5 Zelda songs. Alex, I'm talking to you. And that's it. If you stay to the end of the video, you are the MVPs. Dancing Gamer, thank you once again. I've been Mr. Midas. He's been Dancing Gamer. You've been the MVPs. And we out of here. Peace.